Hey guys, you might remember that Vidu Q1's reference to video was so impressive that it actually won every one of my shootouts where I compared it, say, against Veo and some of the other big high rollers in that world like Kling. So I decided to have some more fun with Vidu and play with some of its templates that it has. And Vidu has been very kind to grant a lot of free credits, so I kind of used up my free credits today. Wanted to show you some of the best templates that they have loaded in here. Now, I'm Bryon, half of the Creative AI show, where we're two creative guys talking AI. We're trying to put up videos every day to show fun things like this. Now, today's video is going to come from the perspective of really cool social media pops. So what I mean by a social media pop is to have the first 3 to 5 seconds of your social media video be really, really interesting. So that way, when you do, say, come across a reel on Facebook or Instagram, or say a short or a TikTok, and you get to see that preview for 2 or 3 seconds, something crazy or outlandish is happening to make people have to click on this video. And a lot of times these templates that are loaded up in, a lot of these programs like, Pika or Runway or Kling have these templates already loaded in there, and some of them are kind of based on the same architecture and ideas, so I wanted to see how Vidu did today, and I'll be honest, I was pretty impressed. So one of the ones that I really liked is this Earth Zoom In, so you can zoom all the way into a scene, and it'll put you into whatever that scene is, or the opposite to do the Earth Zoom Out. And what these do is they give kind of a level of like epicness to whatever scene's happening. Now, ignore the fact that we're always coming in and out of the East Coast on every one of these, even though that might not be where the imagery is. Check out on the ones that I created here with just some of the images that I uploaded. Let's start with this one here, where it looks like it's going into a desert scene because it's that cool bird that I put on the shoulder. So I like that it at least understands that the scene is that of a desert, and when it zooms in, you're zooming into a desert. Because, hey, this bird is in the middle of the desert. So it is adapting it to the image that you're uploading a bit enough to, to try to make it real. I did find that these scenes work best if you include somebody that's actually outside. So here's one that I'm going to actually give to one of my clients. So we had a grand opening, and I took this image here during the grand opening. So it'd be really cool to say, you don't have to say take this video all the way from the beginning. You can maybe start it at like here. So that way it's a quick 2-second zoom in to show this grand opening. And it looks like, hey, did that person fly a drone all the way up to space and have them fly in that quickly? Or, it's just something to, I don't want to say confuse somebody, but interest them into clicking on a video to have a cool zoom in like that. So this would be a really cool social media pop to have that one. So I tried to do the zoom out, and this didn't work so well. I tried to do an image of my band. I wanted to see what would happen if you were inside a building and how it works. And what you do see eventually is this square of the image kind of looks like a big TV screen placed on the map, and then you're zooming out. So it's kind of doing the reverse of what the zoom in one was. But still, it kind of gives a feeling of epicness and big. But, if that image was taken of us playing, say, outside, that would probably work a bit better. But still, pretty cool. Pretty happy with that one. So where was the, let me see here. This is, I think, one of the other zoom in ones that I did. Okay, was that scene. So, okay, I think I did a zoom out for that same exact scene. So, that way I can give the client a couple options. But still pretty fun. All right, this one was was like a really cool dramatic kind of time distorting zoom in, and I liked it. I don't know, this output, I wasn't too happy with it, but it takes the figure and changes where the figure is in the scene and gives kind of like a dream-like kind of zoom in and scary creepiness. I don't know why it cost so many more credits than some of the other ones, but either way, that one was okay. These last two I'm really excited about because this is like a cool kind of psychedelic, definitely get somebody's interest. And I feel like we've seen these kind of tricks and stuff in music videos before, but this template one is the one to, where is it? Oh, clone me. There it is. So yeah, this is pretty cool to make it so all of a sudden the person extrapolates into many different ones. And I don't know if it's like a LSD trip or something, but it makes it look like it's something very trippy and can definitely get attention, especially if you're trying to get a good social media pop on a video. So here's me sitting there in the recording studio, and then boom, all of a sudden there's me multiple times, and it added some motion to me, and it looked pretty natural. And the replication of my face looked good. So I was really happy with that scene. I think that looks really cool. I can start out a video like that and, maybe even get shots of everyone in the band, and all of a sudden we're multiplied, and then we're into many different scenes or many different universes or different things like that, to where you can get a bit creative with it. And then here's one of the scenes from one of the music videos I was creating, and that would work perfect for the theme of the video, where there's a lot of disassociation, maybe, ideas of having, kind of conflicts of your own internal self, and all of a sudden, boom, you're multiple personalities and different things. So there's a lot of creative different ways that you can use these templates for. And the fact that, these programs have so many of these loaded in here, you go down and there's just so many different things you can do. Vidu is another one of these tools. Like here, the yellow tune, otherwise known as Simpsons. You can turn yourself into a Simpsons characters. You can just have so much fun with this and be able to, if you're running out of creative ideas, using templates like this really, really helps. And, just think about this as ways to make your content really pop and get that first 3 seconds really, really interesting on these videos. So if you have any questions or any ones that you use that you really like, please let us know in the comments. If you haven't liked yet, please do like and subscribe. And, check out every Monday, Rosh and I talk on the Creative AI Show about using the latest tools like this to help out our creative endeavors, help out our clients. And, we're going to keep on putting videos up here every day, and keep watching, please. We're two creative guys talking AI.